there are many children who aren't doing well at school, and if school is the only measure of how good they are, how clever they are, then those children are written off quite early in their lives. If you're written off at school quite early, it's easy to build a self-image where you think you're not worth much, you're not capable of much, and then you don't contribute and you don't live life to the full. And we believe that the work we do in Tribe at South Dartmoor, but also in the residentials, that these young people find their strengths, they find the ways they can work as a team, they can work in community, they learn the resilience they need to plough through the hard times in order to get to the things they want to achieve.
The Tribe programme is embedded within the Learning Enrichment Centre's full curriculum, which involves 8 hours of literacy learning and the 2 hours of the Tribe programme every week. The 8 hours of the literacy programme are taken from the English, Humanities and MFL hours that these students would usually be accessing at Year 7 and 8.
Well, these are like really small, but then when you grow them, they'll like grow bigger. It's like, this is a bad thing, but like if you get in a fight and then you keep on fighting, like it's just going to go bigger and bigger. But with these, this is good, because if you keep on caring, then the little things go bigger and bigger and bigger.
I feel like I'm getting a bit more outdoorsy than I usually would be. When I plant, I feel like I'm giving new birth to the world. Tribe helps me in a way that I can be a bit more like myself, and I feel like it does help me with other stuff in school learning. Being in a team like Tribe is quite joyous.
Fire building has helped me actually notice stuff around me, because usually I'll just walk through a place and not even think about what's around me, but when you go round, when you're actually picking up sticks, you notice a lot more and everything.
And students that are quite anxious or are quite on edge, that find it very hard to settle, they've got high levels of energy, high levels of anxiety, the transformation as soon as they walk in with animals and sit calmly in the grass, and that calmness is reflected on the animals. It allows them to come to them, they can then stroke them and be close to them. It is quite incredible and hugely valuable to what we do here.
We design programmes that help them to see ways to transform themselves, not from something bad to something good, but from the potential that we see in them to actually realising that potential. So for example, with a recent group within the Tribe programme, who are quite argumentative, who in a way try and establish a pecking order all the time so that at least they feel individually they're not at the bottom, we chose to do a felting project where they transformed some very scratchy, oily, muddled up wool, and they ended up with really beautiful pieces of felt that then they take home with them as symbols of that change. And within that activity we will talk to them about the changes they can see in themselves. For a different group, a group that's very cooperative but doesn't have much ambition for itself, where they don't believe they can succeed, we've just done a fantastically exciting charcoal boning project where they saw the transformation of pieces of wood into charcoal, and in doing so did a lot of science. They learned about the carbon cycle, they learned about photosynthesis, and they saw that this learning here is both about the learning they do at school but also about the learning they do about themselves and realising their own potential for transformation.
So yesterday we were doing charcoal, we were making charcoal, and Joe went through with us how it works, how the trees bring in carbon and let out oxygen.
I don't want this moment to ever end, but everything's nothing without you.
So this is our third year of running the Tribe programme, and over those 3 years the level of collaboration and joint work between the school and the education team has really grown, and we do a lot of joint thinking, joint reflecting on who these children are, what their strengths are, what their needs are, and together devise programmes that meet the particular needs of the different groups of children.
The students are are able to succeed here in lots of different ways. They can succeed in terms of manual hard work, clearing brambles or chopping wood, or they can succeed in the kitchen by cooking and creating things and serving people. So they see lots and lots of success, and I think that's something that's really important, because often at school some students can really find that they don't find success, they don't see success that clearly, and it's hard fought for them.
So this is our third year of the Legacy Project, the third opportunity for these students to redesign a green space across the school environment. One of the key aims of the Tribe curriculum is to nurture love and respect of each individual for themselves, for others and for the natural environment. And the Legacy Project contributes to that because each student gets to take part in reshaping a part of their environment and work with the soil of the land and create structures that will be here for years to come.
I feel proud of what I've done and happy. I feel much more like me, because I'm not more of the person that's having fun outside.
That's making cold. Making cold.
I'm not like excited and out of control, but I was more calm and elegant.
When I do stuff like this, it kind of makes me feel like really happy, like I'm good at this.
I reckon it makes half of actually all of us feel more like proud of ourselves and more, yeah, we can go and like do stuff. It gives us more of an oomph to go like do things.
I feel stronger and happier because I didn't really get to do all this stuff in primary.
What Tribe gives them is, learning a whole range of skills that they wouldn't get just from being in a classroom. And what I've seen today working on the cob benches is sort of teamwork and helping each other out and all sorts of skills that are really important for going out in the wider world, but perhaps less important for getting a particular examination results.
There's been a huge impact. There's been a reconnection between students and the environment, which is key, and a real focus on developing high quality relationships which allow our youngsters to feel that sense of happiness. Also, of course, on the back of that, there has been a focus upon the key skills of literacy and numeracy, so they have gained greater success academically, but that's come from that, I think, that sense of self-confidence which has grown from the more positive relationships they've established in a supportive environment.
It's helped me quite a bit because I struggle with learning, and it's helped me to become who I am now, because I would like, with my science homework, I'd spend about 10 minutes and completely give up, but now I could do easily about an hour, 2 hours because of Tribe.